I am so honored to be up here tonight and representing Spinelli Elementary School. This is actually the second speech I've had to give since being honored as Teacher of the Year for my school district. The other one was much lengthier, so I really had to concentrate on what type of message I wanted to send out tonight to you. I would like to share with you my story of autism. Before I begin, I would like to let you know that autism is on the rise. 2 years ago, 1 in 88 children were diagnosed with autism. It's now 1 in 68. With this rise, we as educators must step up our game and meet the needs of all of our students. Coming from an elementary school background and later becoming an autism specialist, I've had the experience of working with students with special needs from both perspectives, as a regular ed teacher with kids being mainstreamed into my room, and now as a special ed teacher asking my reg ed friends to mainstream my students. When I first began my journey as an autism specialist, I took a class called the Autism Institute here at SCOE. And the professor asked a question that really resonated with me, and I'd like to share that question with you. Autism is on the rise. The field of special education is doing a wonderful job working with and supporting the many students on the spectrum. But what are we doing to prepare society for these students as they grow older? When this question was asked to me, I realized at that moment, as a special education teacher working with students on the spectrum, I would not only have to be an educator to my students, but also become an educator of autism to schoolmates, colleagues, families, and members of my community. To do so, over the years, I have founded clubs, created social groups, and a Big Buddy program where every student is welcome and every member is celebrated and honored for being an important part of our little school community. It's my hope that if my classroom and my school can model this, someday these students will want to model it as well in their community as adults. This community feeling in my classroom and at my school was truly illustrated last year when I found out I was going to get a new student in the middle of my school year. Having painted my classroom like a castle, because I've always wanted to be a queen, I was excited to welcome my new little princess into our kingdom. I spoke to her parents, and they explained to me they'd just moved from out of town. They then voiced their concerns over their daughter's dislike for school, explaining that attendance was such an issue that she even had it as an IEP goal. We scheduled a visit so the family could check out the room and meet the class, but the family didn't come. I rescheduled, and once again, their daughter's anxiety of coming to a new class kept her from even getting out of the car. On the third scheduled visit, towards the end of our school day, I got the excited call from my office letting me know that the student and her parents had arrived. My students, my staff, and I were so excited, it was as if a huge gift was about to be bestowed upon our class. I was afraid our excitement would put the poor family in sensory overload. So I stepped outside, greeted the family in the hall, and I introduced myself and I explained our castle room. I then opened the door and welcomed them into the kingdom of Butlerville. I told my new student that she was now a princess in my classroom. The look on the little girl's face was priceless as she stepped over the moat by way of our drawbridge. Within seconds, students were there, meeting their new friend, introducing themselves and asking her what her favorite snacks were and what her favorite toys were. When she stated she liked apples and loved Littlest Pet Shop toys, one of my students gasped and said, "Oh my gosh, you are the best friend I have been waiting for my whole life. That's my favorite snack, and those are my favorite toys." Taking her hand and leading her away, I started explaining my program and the procedures with her parents. 20 minutes later, my new student found us and said to her parents, "You can leave now. I'm ready to be a princess in Miss Butler's room." I looked over and I smiled. This is a happy occasion. But I was surprised to see her father wiping tears from his eyes, and her mother was openly crying. And she said, "Thank you so much We never thought our daughter would like coming to school. If you only knew the battles we have on a daily basis to get her to school and the school stories she has shared with us of her feeling left out, lonely, and frustrated, you would understand. This is our first positive experience at school. From the moment we walked into the office, Spinelli Elementary has welcomed us with open arms. I can tell already we are going to love living in this community. Having said all that, I feel so blessed to be part of that experience and many more experiences on a daily basis. On my hardest day, I remember that story, for I know as hard as I work and as tiring as my day may be, it is nothing compared to the rewarding yet difficult and sometimes challenging path my students and their parents walk on a daily basis. Thank you so much for honoring me tonight and my kids.